All right, so we are here, I believe, to talk about e-portfolios. Hopefully, oh, must be dog night. Is it? Is hang out with your dog night. I hope that what we went over in class today was somewhat helpful. Kind of gave you a little bit of an idea of kind of where to go. And then let me do this. There we go. What would you like me to do? What would you like? What's going to help you? Do you want me to like what? Go to Google Sites? What will help you? Do you want to share what you have already and we can all take a look at it?
Maybe actually going into Google Sites.
Okay.
Yeah, the same, yeah.
Okay. So there's Google Sites. You should be able to get to it from, like, if you're on Google, it should be, or you should be able to find it. Otherwise, if you just type in Google Sites, it will come up and you can log into the site. It's part of your Google, right? Like Google Forms, anything else, it should be there. I also posted a video someplace. Yeah, this one, how to use Google Sites. There's a person that can explain to you, that kind of walks you through, probably way better than I can, but there's that as well. And so let me move this. Oh, nope, that didn't work. There we go. And so these are some of the ones, I didn't want to share ones with students that are still currently students. That's why I chose the portfolios I did, but you can kind of see some of the, what some of them, the front pages look like. And then what you want to do is go in to start a new site. And then that'll basically be your template. And so what you can do is visit the template gallery. There might be a template, I don't know. And so if you look at the controls over on the right-hand side, you can, this is your insert. You can insert a text box, you can insert images, you can embed a video. These are the different layouts that you have available to you. So if I, for example, click on this one with the three spots, 3 squares there, I can edit text. I could put my like BLS information, and then I could, let's see, select an image. Oh, well, look at that. We'll just insert some image like that, right? Insert. So you have to have it on your drive. Love that picture. No. Right. So, and then you can click to, let's see, expires 3/31/22. Right. You can type in whatever you want. Does that make sense? If you want to change the format, you can, again, click a different template, and then it will let you add. You can also, this one should, so it's by sections. So see, that's a section header. I can actually move my sections, right? So if I want to reformat it, I can also, here's my delete the section. I can duplicate the section. If I like the way it's set up, I can duplicate it for another part. I can also do section colors. It will do different styles, right? There we go. If you like, you know, this particular one, does that make sense? There's different formats that you can use in terms of inserting. You can also do, like, these are all the fancy things. So, I mean, you can do those. You can, you know, add videos. You can do like a collapsible group. So like if you do something and then you click on the arrow, it will, you know, compress it or make it bigger. And it's a collapsible one, right? So it should, right? So we'll do collapsible and then intertext here, right? And again, you have your whatever font, whatever text that you want, you know, just like in a Word doc, you can change that and make it bigger. Right, and so that's collapsible. If I click here, then it gives me my text. Let's go ahead. I can, if I don't like that section, I can delete that. Hopefully, there it goes. Right. Oops. Oh my gosh. Is it 8 o'clock? It is. It's been a long day. Janine Cylinders portfolio. Right. And then so that's inserting, how you would insert things. You can do like a table of contents. There's an image carousel thing. You just keep adding pictures and it will keep turning. Again, those are like more than just basic things. So basically decide what you want, insert, there you go. They also have different pages. And so this is where we are right now, is the home page, right? That'd be like the landing page, the page that you end up on when you click on it. And so then if you want to add a page, so you click the new page, and we could call that BOP-SLS. So our end of program learning outcomes. Excuse me. So that's done. And see, now I have it here. And then give me a name of another page that you want to add.
Like goals?
Yeah. So again, you can do another one, and you can do personal goals. You could also make it just goals and then have separate sections for personal and professional goals, right? And so now look, I have my home page, which was that landing page, right? And then I can go to my personal goals page. There's my personal goals page. I can change my head. Again, these are all things that look pretty to change how it goes. I like that one. And then if I have personal goals, what kind of, now I'm going to insert, right? Because I want to insert that information, right? And so which layout, which layout do you want to do? Do you want to do like we could do that one, and then this one could be personal goals, and this one could be professional goals. You could do something like that. And then that's usually some kind of picture, and then you can click here to edit the text. So there we go. My personal goal for let's see, my personal goal for first semester is what's somebody's goal?
I haven't gone that far.
That's okay. By the beginning of next semester, let's see, I will, trying to think like certifications or what's a personal goal? Anybody have a personal goal? No, no personal goals. I will have a part-time, no, let me change that, per diem. Per diem job in home, home health care, or have a per diem in a home, cannot type tonight, in a home health care setting. Boom. And then I can go and I can add a picture. We could do, you can do a Google image search, right? And so I would just do home, let's do that one. And then we insert. And then we'd have to probably, so you can crop it You can oops, make it bigger, you can make it smaller. You can uncrop it, right? So you can fix the pictures. There we go. So now it's uncropped. Personal goals, home health. Does that make sense, right? And then if I want to do professional goals,
Yes.
yes. And so what would a professional, we don't have to do that till next semester, but what would a professional goal be?
Maybe like some type of healthcare certification, like ACLS certified or something.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So by the end of, we're doing that. So we'll just say by the end of second semester, I will have obtained my ACLS certification. Adult cardiac life support certification. And so then if you want to put a picture, again, you don't have to, you can use other formats. You can just add a text box. So let's do that. Let's do, if we're going to insert a text box, right? There's my text box. I don't need a picture, right? If you don't want to add pictures, then you can just do text boxes. Let's do end of purpose, right? So, and it's going to save it because it's a Google Doc, right? It's going to like continuously save. And so then say I want to go into my end of program student learning outcomes. Let's do like a text box. Are these goals like SMART, whereas only for this semester, next semester, we have new goals? Yeah. So that would be what you would want to do is this semester, first semester, it's just one personal goal. So it could be, you know, by the end of summer, it could be, you know, whatever. And then in second semester, then you add a professional goal. And again, you're working on that all semester. So, you know, your personal goal may be to be organized for second semester, maybe to update all your drug cards, spend more time with my family, right? It's whatever personal goal you would set for yourself. Let's see, these are the layouts. What do I want to do, right? And so you could, so for example, if we're going to do the end of program, maybe this one is comportment, right? That's our first one. And so images drive. Hold on, I have to play around for a second. You can do a link. If you have a link like to your like a clinical portfolio tool, you could put the link, but you have to have the site published to do that. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. So let's do comportment. And so here is where you can upload. So for example, if I wanted to upload, I have nothing to upload. Let's see, what can I upload? I can upload, let's do, I got nothing. Here we go. Oh, let's do, see if that works. It's a picture, but it could be a document, right? It's anything that you could upload. So for example, I could upload my comportment tool and put it there. And then for, you know, comportment, I would put like the definition, which I forget off the top of my head, but you could like put comportment and the definition for comportment. And then here you can put, you could either do comportment, or you could do comportment evidence, right? And evidence, there we go. And then you could say on time to clinicals, always prepared. You could give an example. I think legal ethical is in there as well. So you could give an example of that, something that's going to provide information of how you met comportment, right? And then technically you can just keep going down the page. So now I could insert another text box. What end of program student learning outcome do you want to put in this box?
Carrie?
Sure. right? So you do caring, and then it doesn't auto spell for you. Sorry, do care. Oh my goodness. Remind me to do this earlier in the morning. Caring, right? And then you could give the definition, right, of caring. And then if I want to put in, I could do another format, because this tells me I have text. I can do another one like that. And I could do caring. I mean, you can title it however you want. And then I could upload my caring tool. That caring tool could go here, right? And one of the things to remember is that when you share a document, if you're uploading a document, or if it's from, if it's a Google Drive document, you have to open up permission for everybody, not just people at Hartnell. Let me see if I can. Wow, so many things. Ooh, schedules from previous years. Wow, look at all that stuff that's there. So let's see. Let me do. I know, hold on a second. So committees, curriculum, right? So I'm going into my Google Drive to try and find something to add. And then, so if I want to add that, you know, I can add that, it'll say insert, right? Sometimes people won't be able to see it. And so then they're going to ask you for permission. And so then you have to give them permission to open it. Take that one out, carrying evidence, we can do that. What else can we do? Drive, you could embed, it's going to ask you for the embed code or a link someplace. So you'd have to have the link already there. Do you have to write the definition for the 5 C's? You do not have to write the definition for the 5 C's. I'm just showing you a way that you could potentially format it. I think writing the definition helps you really think about what is the program learning outcome. The other way that you could do this is you could do a page for, you could do like first semester. And so now you're on your first semester page and demographics. So then we'd have what? We'd insert, you could just do we could just do a text box, right? So this would be, professional goals. And then we want, personal and professional activities, right? And then you can just add, you know, S&A. Is any of this making sense? A little bit? Are you guys, hopefully you guys are playing with it on your computers as we're going through it?
This is very helpful.
Right? You kind of just have to play with it, but this is what it will look like, right? And so now I've got a first semester, and then if I want to add my, where did we go? Oops, no, get rid of that, go away. I want to add my, you can do your end of program student learning outcomes, and then you could do competence. Do that right. There we go. Competence. And then you could, you want your skills checklists, right? You want to upload some of your skills checklists. So all I've done is text box. And then if I want to upload some skills checklists, bam, this would be my, PO med admin. This one can be my Foley insertion. Excuse the typos. And head to toe, let's do head to toe assessment, right? And then you just upload the skills checklist, either pictures of it or the actual document. And then what you're asked to do is kind of like like maybe write about why it's important to you, why it was so important. So like for Foley, for example, like I felt accomplished after passing this skill because I was scared to whatever, be working with, private parts, like who wants to do Foley's? I mean, that's kind of an awkward thing, right? Because I was scared to insert one, or I was nervous, or I was, but then practicing with my team or getting feedback from Mr. Molina or something like that really helped me work through that. What's one of the other ones? That is not what I wanted. Hold on one second. Let's do this. Let's bring up this. And let's look at this. Right, so these are the guidelines. So for example, if you wanted to do the patient care, actually we need to look at the rubric. My bad. Because the rubric gives you more details. So if we do the ePortfolio, oops. That is not what I wanted. See, I clicked too many buttons too quickly. Let the page load. There we go. There we go. So, so say for example, your nursing philosophy statement, right? We just did our skills, our competence, and then maybe you want to do a your nursing, right? And then you can just add, 1, 2, 3 for your statements, right? What some people will do is, for example, on their homepage, they might put their nursing philosophy here. Right, and then you just, right, so there's different ways to do it. It doesn't have to be in a specific order, just all of the components have to be there, right? And so if you're talking about a meaningful client care experience, so let's go back and look at that one. So maybe you want to make a whole new page for that, right? And so let's look at that's for, yeah, okay. So we want to do oops, hold on, sorry, first semester. So if I want to add it in first semester, then I just add another section. If I want to make it its own section, then I add another page. So it doesn't matter how you format it, but keep in mind that this portfolio will follow you through the 4 semesters. So whatever way works best for you. So if we make this our client experience, if we learn how to type, there we go, done, right? And so then I want to go back and look at my rubric. What do I need to have? I need, this is, let's see, let's do it this way. Give myself insert a text box. So I'm just going to put it here so I remember what I have to include, right? Because I can get rid of that box, but at least this way, if you don't have 2 computer screens or whatever, I can look at this and go, oh, okay, this is what I need to do. So maybe I want to include a picture of, the orange circle or something. I can upload that picture. Then I can write about a client that I had in long-term care and I had to, advocate for them, or I had to really look at Tanner's model because they weren't breathing very well. And so I kind of noticed they weren't breathing well. And then I realized that their nasal cannula was kind of falling out of the nose. And then I went to go check the oxygen and the oxygen wasn't turned on, or, things like that. That's what you're going to talk about. Or it could be something along with caring. Maybe you had a really great conversation with one of your clients and there was therapeutic communication. And so you noticed that they needed to talk. And so you sat and you talked with them, and then you realized that maybe they were kind of depressed, or they just really wanted to talk with somebody, or they were confused, or they had questions, and you were able to sit with them and intervene by talking with them and meeting their needs, right? So it can be anything like that. It's just to think back, to reflect, right, on on how you use the process to advocate and or solve a problem. Does that make sense? Yes, no, maybe?
Yes.
Yes,
Thank
it
you.
does.
I love Eliza's background. I want that background. That is just like, can I just hang out in your background all day?
Hi, everyone. Point Lobos, hi, everyone.
Oh, nice. There you go. So again, you can make separate pages. You could make a page for first semester, whichever when you wanted, you're going to call it like Sullinger portfolio or whatever you want to call it. And then what you need to do, we have themes as well, right? And so you can change up the colors. You can change up the, what it looks like. You can upload your own picture. You can change the image. So if you have a picture of Point Lobos hike, for example, that you want to insert, you can upload that image there. You can do different types. Again, these are kind of the bells and whistles, but you can choose different ways. Like that can be, it could be like a big thing like that, or it could just be the banner. And then pages insert. And then I'm just checking all the settings to make sure I've like covered things. So here's your settings. So you got the mode, the color, brand images. You can pick logos, analytics. There's your announcement. There can be like a banner that shows Sully's info, something like that. See right there, Sully's info, right? And so that was my, nope, that was not, I lied. That was my settings in announcement banner, right? You can do, oh, oops. Oh, that's for the link. So I'd have to have like a link, which I don't have right now, right? So there's lots of things that you can play around with. And then the thing to remember is to publish. Because in order for me to see it, it needs to be published. And so, so this is the sites right, web address, sites, who can, so here's where you have to do this. Who can view my site? Anyone at Hartnell College. That's great, except that's not, we are hartnell.edu, but you are student at hartnell.edu, and Google doesn't differentiate. It's like two separate people. It doesn't see student at hartnell.edu like it does hartnell.edu. And so then links vary, change, right? Draft, restricted, publish, right? So publish site, it's probably going to be public, but nobody's going to know about it without the site. And then if there's like a draft, right? Like I would just publish everything. And then I don't need to be an editor necessarily. You can change the permissions on if you want them to view it or edit it. And then you click done. And then hopefully anyone request public search not to display. And then you hit publish, hopefully. So my site has been published successfully. And then I should be able to, if I needed to change anything, I can change it there. If I wanted to share it with others, I want to check my links. My links are still good. And then I can, oops, sorry. And then I would just add in whoever it is, like I can share it with Ms. Clark. Not that, that's not the message really. Now I can make her an editor or I can change. She could just view as well. Right. So somebody was asking today if there were, like if you could do it ahead of time and like I could check it. If you give me editing rights, not that I'm going to change it, but that's one thing that you can do. So this will give you a preview of what it would look like once it's published and people can actually look at it. So this is what it would look like, and I can go to the home page and see what it looks like. This was collapsible, so remember we could open that up. This also shows you here what it would look like as a phone, like if it were on your phone, if it's on your tablet, and then if it's on your PC, right? And so, oh, okay, there's my information. There's my BLS certification. Okay, let's see what first semester, right? And so you can divide it up into sections. Oh, look, there's my checklist. Yay, there's my philosophy. That's just a blank page. We didn't do that one. Personal goals, right? So, oh, okay, personal goals. Oh, okay, I want a per diem job in a home healthcare setting. And you might want to put why, right? But it should be measurable, specific and measurable at least. And then end of program learning outcomes and evidence. So again, you can do them as separate pages. You could do one section that's first semester and then follow it all the way down, or you could have your first semester page that has it all listed there as well. I'd probably, if it were me, but I don't know, I would probably divide it into first, second, third, and fourth semester and then have all that information underneath it. But again, it's whatever. The other thing is, if you want to just knock it out and get it done, you can always reformat it in second semester or over the winter break, right? Or come summer. I'd rather it be done sooner, but like, right, you can just kind of put stuff out there, play with it a little bit, get some feedback, and then over winter break, go, oh, okay, because you can change any of this. I can go in and edit, any of this. If I don't like this particular page or whatever particular information, I can just go ahead and, oh man, that I didn't like that at all, right? So I'm just gonna get rid of that. If I want to copy that, like say it copies it, I can also change the section, what it looks like. You can also do images. You can change the color depending on what your theme is, stuff like that. So does that help? What I don't know what else you want. Does that help? Do you want to try some on your own and I can stay on and help if you have questions, or do you want to, I can stop sharing and I can have other people share if you guys want to show examples or something? What's helpful for you?
I just wanted to kind of see what the layout, the type of layout that you wanted.
It's not what I want. It's how you want to create it, because it's your portfolio. As long as it has all that information in it, that's fine.
Okay, thank you.
Amy, did somebody want to share? You should be able to share. If not, because I think I have it where people can share.
I don't have anything to share. I'm feeling.
Oh, do you want me to do yours for you? I misread it.
Yeah.
I misread it. Yeah, you can, if you want to put like some kind of template together and have me look at it, I'm happy to do that. Let me show you. I'll go back and look at those examples again. Actually, we'll do that.
And you said you're gonna post your recording online, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, because I missed some of the beginning.
Oh yeah, no worries.
Okay,
yeah.
perfect.
And so like this is the home. It's just like one page. There's not, the name, you can put the logo up there, and then and understand that their rubric was a little bit different than yours, but we asked you for the demographics. So here's, because the student graduated, right? So there's the name. You don't need your date of birth or how old you are. That's fine. Contact information is good. And then there's the BLS, the renewal date, there's a link, right? And then here's the picture, right? You could upload the picture.
Could you share your screen? Could you share your screen?
That would help, wouldn't it? You need me, sweetie? Well, I'm on Zoom. So yes. My bodybuilder son there. Next time, yes. Not, yeah. We're not doing the head to toe assessment right now. There, I am so sorry. Thank you. Right. So here's Juno. Don't need your date of birth or age. That's fine. But like contact information, like you would have on a resume. And then the BLS, there's a picture of the card or the document, immunizations. you can do different sections, right? So you could have BLS or certifications. You could then do immunizations and have different pictures or files uploaded of your vaccines, right? So here's more vaccines. There's the ALS certification. And then there's PALS, yay. Right, and then there's some COVID. So this looks like, I think their class was at the beginning of the pandemic. And so they, can you put your job experience? Sure. I don't know which, that I would probably put under the personal experiences, you know, your personal or, wait, I have it here, hold on. Like any professional, your personal and professional activities. So if you wanted to put work experience, I would put it under the personal activities section. Right, let's take credit for your work. Right, so that's kind of how the student did that page. They also put an about me, and the about me, again, you don't have to use about me, you can call it whatever you want, but here's the nursing philosophy. And so, which I think, you know, will always strive for excellence, pursue goals of continual education, have an open mind, push themselves to be the best nurse they can be, promise to care for all their patients equally with utmost respect, look back to what I've achieved and be thankful, right? It can be whatever, you know, most of all, I will work towards achieving my passion of becoming a professional nurse, right? And that's just an example, right? You can, whatever is important to you, you can put in your nursing philosophy. You can look up some online, see what, you know, what other people have. Juno was also a member of Men in Nursing. So that could be, and on the pinning committee. So this would be like professional activities. You could put it under that category. Oh, it's so cute. They have, like somebody was asking today, can you put the flu clinics? Sure, you're at Clinica de Salud or you're at the flu clinic, you know, certainly. More flu drives, more vaccine clinics. Oh, Kevin. Oh. And so personal activities, right? And so really working out or fishing is like personal activities. It doesn't really have to be anything big. It could be cooking, it could be baking. We had a student who put surfing. Like I had no idea she could surf, and she's a surfer. She has like 3 surfboards, and like it was it was amazing. And so I thought that was really cool, right? So it's really talking about you. It's celebrating you. You're welcome. Goals, right? So personal goals to start the careers in nursing, values achievement, professional goals, be giving the best effort, best care. Kind of goes back to their nursing philosophy a little bit. This one is, we were just sort of starting out with this piece of it. I would expect for each semester that you would address this. But there is a little blurb about each one, how they met it. Again, theirs is a little bit different than yours. Here's patient care experience, right? They talk about the patient. They have a care plan. So there's a link. See, you need access. So if you're going to link something, right, you have to make sure that it's open to everyone, right? Not just somebody at Hartnell, because I can't access that. Any clinical portfolio tools, we've asked you to include those in the end of program learning outcomes. Like we don't need you to double dip. So there's the communication and professional interactions tool. What do we have there? There's the, second semester, and then the diversity tool for second semester, right? So you can just, and then those are like, I guess those are pictures, right? And then there's all the reflections. And then we had also had them do something on their community project, and so then it talked about So apparently third semester didn't get done. Here's fourth semester. Oh, look, they included their video from what they did. They were working, where were they? I can't remember. But like they must have done a video, right? And so they uploaded the video. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think they're at the Korean Center. And then there's a link to their project that maybe, there we go, look at that. Right, and so they were at Seaside, so they just included their paper. That's basically all they were doing. But that link is available to everybody. Let me look at the other one. So see, it's a different flavor, right? You know, it's kind of whatever speaks to you. Let's look at that one. Dun, dun, dun. Close that one. I was trying to find somebody that had by semesters, but demographics, right? Her information, you can just do links. You don't have to do pictures. You can, that should hopefully take you someplace, right? There we go. That was on her Google Drive, right? Tells you when she updated it. So they're yeah, well, she's in fourth semester right now, but oh, there you go. So you could do program outcomes, and then under that you can add first semester, right? And it'll go through it there, right? So she has each section, and then look, this would be an expandable one. So that's second semester, that's third semester, because this student started in second semester. They weren't here in first semester. It's a BN to RN student, right? So she's starting out with second, right? And that these are those drop down, those collapsible ones that you can do, right? So there's different ways that you can accomplish that, right? Personal, professional, there are committees that they're on, different community events. You don't have to put scholarships. You can, there's committee meeting attendance. Right, and so then she's got it personalized with a quote. Right, so there's different ways to do that. What else? I can't remember. I did pages. I forget how to do in the page, how to make a section, like so that when you go to the home page, like if I went to like it'll drop down, you know, to where I'll get multiple sections under it. I forget how to do that. If I figure that out, I'll let you know. Insert. Yes. Table button. Oh, you can do, yeah, that's right. You can do dividers. Let's see, we can do like a text box. You can add, so that's like a section divider, right? So then I can add another text box underneath, right? That will put it in different sections. You can also add the button. So like if you have a link, you want to take it to a link, you can do a button like that. Ingrid, if you want to, that's up to you. I would love that. There's placeholders, calendar, map, doc, slash, right? Like you can add all that kind of stuff in there. I think, yeah, collapsible. You can make it collapsible or not collapsible. Let me stop sharing. Are you able to share, Ingrid? Will it let you?
I just went ahead and I shared it to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In my Google Drive, maybe?
Yes.
Okay. Drive, thank you. Let's see if I can find it shared with me. Ah, look at that. Amazing. I found it. Da-dun, da-dun. All right. So this is how I get it. I get it as a document or whatever that has been shared with me. And so I can excuse me, click on it and open it up. And thank you again, Ingrid.
You're welcome.
So, you know, this is, yeah, your portfolio. It talks about, you know, little information about you. Do you have pages or it's all just on the one? There you go, nursing portfolio. See, nursing portfolio. Oh, here's the other menu, right? So this is a sidebar one. You can click on the sidebar instead of having it all up top. You can make it so there's a sidebar. And so now if I want to go, I just click on the sidebar and there. Now it takes me to the philosophy. So you've basically, it looks like, done the template for the sections. And then my guess is, right, that you're, oh, look at that. Nice. Oh, you got the certificate. Nice. I love it. There you go. Oh yeah, so any volunteer, sure. And then you've got the little footer that will follow through the whole thing, which is nice. You know, SNA. So again, I can go back up to the sidebar. Yeah, we don't need the resume yet, but yes, you will eventually. Then there's your program outcomes. Look, see, there you go. I think to do it this way is really good. So you have first, second, third semester. And then you would do your 5 C's at some point, and here's your clinical care plans. Right, and so then we talked about, you know, putting a little blurb or something that talks about why you chose it, or if there was a particular patient care experience. I just want to know how you get all the colors and how it looks so neat. Like, oh, it's amazing. And I think that's just, yeah, that's just the one picture, but that's okay. I don't want to mess anything up.
If you actually put it on, what is it, like the preview?
Oh yeah,
You can actually see the carousel of the clinical.
so you did the carousel, yes, so that's the
did.
carousel, right? And so
it was
what the,
tricky to do it.
but it, right, and so it now will give you, it's like when you go to Amazon, right, and it gives you the little dots and you keep going through to see all the different pictures. It's the same kind of thing. And so you just have to upload, I believe each thing is a separate image, and it will put it on a carousel like
Yes,
this that you
and
can.
you have to do it backwards.
Oh, good
That's
to
the trick.
know.
Yes.
That's very good to know. Right, and then we can just click through. Gotta love those med worksheets. There you go, and the short-term goals and I love it. Look at that. Right. Well done. Right, but I bet you kind of had to play with it, right? Like you said, it took you had to figure it out and kind of play with it a little bit, I think.
I did, and then I actually went onto a website and kind of like just checked out how they did it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do the care plans have to be on one of the patients we meet in our clinicals, or is this just like a fake one, I guess you could say?
No, these are actual care plans from clients in clinical. There shouldn't really be identifying information on it. So I think you're okay on that one. There was another one, somebody, and it might have been you, Ingrid, who had like blacked out identifying information on something. That's fine.
I did.
as
It was
well.
on my demographic. If you look
Oh,
at
on your
it.
demographics. I knew I
Mhm.
saw it someplace. Oh, look how cute. Right, so that's perfect. Address, phone number, email, there's your BLS. Right, and so your oh, care, right? So that's your immunization. Oh, the care system, very well done. That gives you all of that information. So you just blocked it out and then uploaded it. Nice. Yeah, we did that. We're working on that. Does that, yeah? Oh, thank you. All right. So let me get out of that one. It's a beautiful start. Does that, see, y'all can do it too, right? It is possible. You have to kind of play with it a little bit though. What else? What other questions, or does anybody else want to share one for me to look at, or what else? How else can I help with ePortfolio?
I have another question.
Mhm.
I guess I want to ask, like, what are the the boundaries to how professional we should keep it? Because, or actually, like, should we keep it more focused on nursing related stuff, or do we have to be concerned about like telling our whole life story or adding in like cute little links like here's a blog I write or I do these things for my hobbies?
No, not necessarily. You know, it's again, it's up to you and what you feel comfortable that you, oops, that's not where I wanted to go. Where where you're comfortable. Remember, what are some of the reasons why we have an e-portfolio that we put together? Like, what is this accomplishing for us, for you?
First, I thought it's more of a record of what we do at our time in Hartnell.
Mhm.
But then I
Right.
started thinking about what else can we include in it since we're given a lot of free reign with this project here.
So think about it, you can, like, am I going to put a video of one of my shows or something? Probably not, because that's like an extracurricular that probably doesn't really have to do with nursing. Am I going to put, for me personally, if there's something though that you do that's a hobby that you think is related, like what is going to help you remember, what is going to help you show your growth, right? You're in first semester right now. Look at my care plan. Look at my skills. Like, look at this. Okay, now I'm in fourth semester. Oh my goodness, look how much more depth that I go into. Look at, how I understand and have put the concepts all together in my care plan or my clinical tool. Like, let me show you my caring tool from first semester. Right now, let me show you my caring tool from third semester. Wow, I've really grown there. Students do put a lot of pictures, like those other students put videos in if it's something that's really important to you. It also can be something like if you're going for an interview, you can, and we'll talk about this in fourth semester, you can present the portfolio to them as, here's what I've done in my nursing career. I have, I worked, or not worked, but I did clinicals in OB, and I'm interviewing for an OB job right now. Or, I did a lot of this in med surg, or this was my community experience. So this is what I bring, or this shows you my passion for this particular area of nursing. But these are portfolios are like I did one in my master's program. You can do one in your doctorate program. Like it's really a chronicle of your work and your growth through your career here. You could, in third and fourth semester, if people are going to take courses at CSUMB or Boise State or Ohio University, there's another one I'm forgetting, you could add some of those courses or something, as personal activities or other information, to show your growth in those areas. Maybe you put an example of your PICO project from second semester at Hartnell and then compare it to your, the course that you take at CSUMB, which escapes my name. I can't remember the name right now, but where they do a PICO project there and like compare and contrast. Oh, look, this is where I started, but look what my finished product here now a year later is. I mean, those are just some examples. And did that answer the question?
It does a lot.
Okay.
Thank you.
What else? Like you really have to kind of, play around with it a little bit. Let's see, we did pages. Insert. What else? Oh, look, it's me. Now look, my video's there. And then if I do, I don't know if it'll play in preview. Oh, look, right? So you can put videos, you can drop a video in there. Right too. Ingrid, do you remember how you got the oh maybe navigation? No, top.
Which one?
How you got, oh, there it is. I think that's it. There it goes. So I'm in setting, that's it. I was trying to figure out how you got the sidebar,
Oh, yeah.
right? That was in settings. So this little settings button here on your
Mhm.
navigation, do you want it on the side?
Or the
or-
top,
or
or
the
I think the
top.
bottom, I think. Oh, no, just, I guess, just.
I think it's the top or the side,
Mhm.
right? And so
Yeah.
whichever way you like that. And then what was the other one? No, I wanted that.
If you go on settings, and I think if you go down to where it says images, that next one,
Uh-huh.
you can actually download. That's how I got the Hartnell logo on there. That
Mhm.
says nursing.
For that one, right? So we can go. Oh, that was not what I wanted. That one. Oh, look, bathroom escape room. I don't think I have that one on this one. I'll do that one. And you're supposed to put like alt text. Okay. Right, and then logo, we uploaded it. I don't think I have to do that. Use logo color for your theme. Ooh, look at that. Fancy. There we go. I think that will, yep. Right, so there's my Bristol stool chart instead of my Hartnell logo. Right, but that was all from the settings over in the navigation settings over here. And I can edit my logo. I can change my font style. What else? There's your image carousel, right? So you upload one and then it gives you another one and then another one. It can auto start, you can go fast, you can go slow. We did the dividers. Right, you can upload a document. So this is all from Google. You can do Google Forms if you wanted. Right, what else? What other? Hopefully this is, you got to play with it a little bit, but it can really do so much. Try not to get lost in it because sometimes you get started and they're like, whoa, push this, do that. What other questions, or we good, or what else can I answer?
It was helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, and then let me know if you guys still have questions at some point. I'm happy, or you can share it. I can take a look at it. I'm trying to think what else. I think that's it. What I'll probably do is if you share it with me, you should be able to put the link into the actual assignment. Let me make sure that I did it that way. And then when we click on the link in Canvas, then it takes us there, or it just shows up because you shared it. Let's see, 20%. Yeah, so I have a website URL. So that's there to just upload the website URL. So what else? Are we good to go? And yes, no, what else? Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. So let me stop the